First time trying a Swedish style goggle for the egg. What do you think?
All right.
Hey guys, welcome back to another goggle review. Now, in the world of swimming, it's unmistakable that the original Malmsteen Swedish design of goggles that I have right here is without doubt one of the coolest looking. You know, you see your favourite pro swimmers wear these at meets and you think, cool, they look cool, the Swedish goggles. But they also come with a fear factor. They have a fully plastic gasket. They have no rubber, they have no comfort to go around the seal part that goes on your eyes, and that intimidates a lot of people. There is an adjustment period of these goggles and they will eventually start to feel comfortable, but at first they can be a little bit unique and different. And a lot of people that have spent years wearing something like a Speedo Speed Socket or a TYR Tracer Edge almost feel like, no, I don't want to make that step to Swedish goggles, as cool as they are, because of that fully plastic design, that no rubberized gasket design, even if they are incredibly cheap, which is one of the pros I talk about when I review the Malmsteen Swedish. But enough about the Malmsteen Swedish, because we actually have an option to look at today that can give you the cool looks of the Swedish goggle, can give you something that's ultra low profile and streamlined, that's great for racing in, and is worn by some of the best swimmers, some ISL standouts like Beryl Gastadello and Lily King. It's still incredibly cheap like a Swedish goggle, but has rubber gaskets. And I am talking about the TYR Socket Rocket 2.0, the Socket Rockies that I have right here. And yeah, these goggles are the real deal. Like, I have a clear lens version here, and these cost $8.99. That's just actually staggering. Like, a goggle as class as these cost £8.99, not even double figures. You know, you can just literally go out on a whim and pick a pair of these up, and even if you don't like them, you've not even broke the bank. It's not like buying some of the other models that cost 30, 40, 50 pounds plus now. It's ridiculous. Like, I could end the review here and say, go try them, because worst case scenario, you're out of pocket £9. And if you turned around and go, ooh, I like a mirrored version, well, you're looking at about $13.99 or $16 US. Now, you could say the Swedish design is the most imitated, the most copied design in all goggles. And I don't say that in a way that these are a fake or a, you know, rip-off. They're just a variation. And I don't think there's anything exactly like the TYR Socket Rocket, because obviously they look very similar to the Swedish, but they have that rubberized gasket. There are other brands' rubberized version of Swedish goggles, but none that are as simple and as close in aesthetic to the original Swedish. The packaging is pretty simple. It comes with two nose bridge options. Swedish goggles don't have nose bridges like modern goggles do, and you either have the pre-installed piece of elastic, which is literally the same material as the strap of these goggles, or you have the string and tube option that is also very popular, and I've been using it just with a pre-installed piece of elastic. I think if I was to race in these, I would swap to the string and tube. It's a little bit more rigid. This is a little bit more flexible and easy going, so this has been working fine for training, but if I was going to be diving in and wanted a bit more of a secure fit, I'll probably whip this in. I might actually do it anyway just to see how I find it, but I've been finding it so far fine as is. Outside of that, it is no frills, and you know, the cheap price does come with some cheaper sort of traits. The strap is a lower grade material, nothing horrible. It doesn't feel like it's going to rip. It's a little bit thinner. It's not as robust maybe as some of the newer goggles. And the adjustment strap is an absolute pain. It's nowhere near as sophisticated as some other goggles are today. And honestly, I've been struggling to get my head around actually how to make these tighter, which maybe says more about me than the goggle strap, but it's not as modern in these aspects. Another thing to definitely take into account is the lack of anti-fog treatment that this has. And I mean, these will fog up within 5-10 seconds of using these goggles, and that's something you're gonna have to deal with. And it is really easily combatable. I'm gonna be honest and say you probably have to go and buy some anti-fog treatment, some anti-fog spray, and apply it every session. That's what I've been doing. It's not been an issue, and I get rid of the fog. Now we've got those cons out the way, let's talk about some of the pros, because there's so many. First, I want to talk about the design. So they come in multiple colorways. I picked this colorway, I wanted this colorway. It's this light blue and clear lens, because clear lenses are so cool. More goggle manufacturers need to make their goggles with clear lenses. There's nothing like swimming in the dark or swimming, you know, in a dimly lit venue and having just pure clear goggles and having crystal clear visibility of everything around you. And that's what you have here. And also just the way it just complements, these look mega cool. The white strap, the blue gasket, the white TYR logo. These just are a cool looking goggle, and that can be said with some of their other colorways. They're metallic orange and reds and greens and blacks, and they have some cool options. Like, I'm very impressed by how cool some of these Socket Rockies look. Then there's the fit, and even without putting a strap on, these can just save suction to your eyes like any good goggle can. And that's something you can't do with the original Swedish goggles. They won't create any seal, they won't stay on your eyes, they will just, there's nothing to keep them on because there's no suction. So that's a big difference, and ultimately why these are going to be more comfortable than the original mounts, in my opinion, and also a little bit less prone to leaking. On top of that, there's no arguing how streamlined and low profile this goggle is. When you have them on your eyes, they feel so snug and close to your face. There's barely anything of them, so they are extremely low profile. They're streamlined, they're fast, and that's why, well, I don't need to tell you the numerous athletes that wear a Swedish style design, or more specifically, the TYR Socket Rocket 2.0. Just watch Tom Shields at any of the ISL matches going incredibly fast, and check out what goggles he is indeed wearing. Beyond that, they're extremely customizable. If you did want to put a different or better strap on with a better adjustment method, you can. If you want to put on a different nose bridge, you can. If they break, you can replace parts of them very easily. And I said right early on in this review, if you haven't tried these, just do yourself a favor and grab a pair. They're a great gift for a swimming friend. They're something that you should try. They look incredibly cool. The clarity when they're not fogged with some anti-fog spray is incredible, especially in this clear version that I wish more goggle manufacturers did. They look cool. You can wear these at meets, you can wear these in training. Like, I don't know why or what reason you could give me to not trying out the TYR Socket Rocket 2.0. At £9, they are a steal. I love them. I've been super stoked to have them. I will continue wearing them in training. And yeah, have you tried them? Do you wear a Swedish style goggle? If so, which Swedish style goggle do you wear? Have you tried the TYR Socket Rocket 2.0? If so, let me know in the comments. And as always, do subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you on the next video.